What's up, players? So in this video, I'm going to talk about ground troop attack, ground troop clear. I want to talk about the anti-Jurassic dragon a little bit. The next dragon I'm going to unlock in All-Stars. Alright, so my first ever my first ever solo clear where I get a 2 billion power exchange was a ground solo hit. But check this out. Check this out. 3 billion power exchange. 3 billion power exchange solo hit with ground. Like I haven't gotten, this was a couple weeks back, yeah, the 22nd of February, so I haven't gotten a 3 billion power exchange solo hit with anything else yet, but let me show my, well, the battle detail is GG, I'll get to that in a second, but let me show my, so that's ground troop attack with those buffs. You can see this guy's buffs, and I'm attacking with my subsidies, so I fully debuffed, you know, everything he's got, of course, and his debuffs are not, you know, need improvement, right? But okay, check out the battle detail. Like the first time I saw this, it was so hilarious. This is a couple weeks back, so we don't have a reaction. We're looking at the time. Check out. Look, what do you think his layers are? Okay, you got range troops. Oh, range troops. Oh, range troops. Oh, range, 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 range. Oh, you got 1.5 million T2 siege machines. Okay, range. And you got T1 siege machines and T1 mounted. You know, he overall, I mean, you know, for a range troop, like he had a decent amount of range troops. Like he got 2.5 million T14s, 4.6 million, 5.7 million. What do you think his reinforcements were? Oh, range troops. Range troops. Like I don't know why on the main guy, if they have no troops left over in those layers, it doesn't show them. But on the reinforcements, if there's no troops left that were there when you attack, it does show them for some reason. But his reinforcements are just range troops as well. Imagine that. But I had hit this guy. I just saved this one last, you know. I saved my, add to my save, put the little star thing for my, for some emails, like the biggest attacks I take, the defenses I take, like during All-Stars and Chalong. I'll save those just so, you know, one Chalong to the next All-Stars to the next Chalongs or whatever, I can look back at my defenses and try to gauge like how much improvement I've made, because even me, like when I was at the point where I had spent probably like, I don't know, 40 or 50 G's, and I was like, you know, K40, like 12, 13 billion power in those, and this is Continent 6, so it's a little easier, but I was getting 2-tapped, you know, I was getting 2 hits, you know, 2 hits, just completely wiped in All-Stars, right? And it's like, man, you know how much you gotta spend? Like, if you start playing this game new and you start on, you know, an older server where guys have been playing for years, and there's teams out there that have, like, great people in their alliance that, you know, when they come out with those subsidies, or the castles, and they got, you know, it has the alliance buff, max of 3 in your alliance for everyone to get those buffs, and you get the same people that have been getting those castles or the subsidies every single event, and 3 people in their alliance, and their team just has, you know, not only can they throw a rally, but like every single person on their team is like more than 3K, and then they have like, you know, 10 of them that are over 4K buffs. Imagine getting hit with a rally like that. But yeah, yeah. So I guess it makes a little sense where in the newer servers they have newer things to help people progress a little bit faster, like different packs they haven't released yet, or stuff like the Coronation Fountain. I've seen examples of stuff on newer servers several times that no one else has. But oh, what I wanted to mention, I forgot to mention is I had hit this guy like through, I forget which total billions of power he was before I initially attacked him. This is the only report I say. It was a few weeks back, so I can't look at the other ones. But I had hit him like 3 or 4 times before clearing him with this ground, so I had killed all those layers of everything just leaving range troops before this attack. So that's a whole lot of fun. That's a whole lot of fun getting some reports like that. Like I've had some battlefields before where I've gotten 2 or 3 ground solo clears over 2 billion. But that one was over 3 billion. I was like, holy crap, this is GG. So I showed the buff of my ground troops, but the dragon I have are not on narcissist. This one, I just I should probably reroll all this to ground troop attack percent, because I am using most of ground, and ground troop attacks hard to debuff. Those flats aren't doing much for me. Um, yeah, it doesn't cost a lot to refine dragon talents, and it's actually pretty fast to get golds compared to Civ gear. I should probably reroll that, but I don't know. The next dragon I'll be getting an all stars. Hopefully I get a dragon this next all star. Something could always happen. Or I forget to log in, or take a nap before, don't set my alarm, or something crazy like that. But hopefully I'll get this Amaterasu dragon, and this will just be a crazy improvement. I mean, that march size, and then just, you know, that's a high amount of, you know, any troops types attack and a talent. You know, all the other dragons except for the wall general dragons, all the other dragons, their second talent, their middle talent sucks. Because it'll have, you know, it'll be a ranged troop dragon that'll have mounted troops something on the second talent. Or like every single one of the dragons, their second talent only has one thing for the main troop type. Ground troop dragons and the wall general dragons are the only dragons that all their talents are useful. It's kind of crazy. Like even the super uber elder dragon, his second talent, you'd think it'd be something useful for range troops? Nope, they're gonna give you a useless ground troop hit points. Isn't that crazy? That's the first thing I looked at when this elder dragon came up, and you could look at his statistics. It's the first thing I look at. I was thinking to myself, I wonder if his second talent sucks. Sure enough, it fucking sucks. And you know there's range troop attack, but it doesn't even go to the same amount as this one. So you know you level up the first one all the way, and and once this one, you know, for all the talents, all the dragons, you level up the first one as far as you can, and then once the second one's like less than half as much to level up as any more ranks of the first one, then you level up the second one a bit. Well, half as much for, dragon sword fragments and badges. So yeah, I'm conserving. I just recently swapped to Yggdrasil because I think the Thieves Dragon is pretty decent. Um, I recently swapped to Yggdrasil, and I'm highly invested in the siege talents. So I only got these to level 50 because I'm conserving my dragon source fragments. They're kind of hard to get. Like if you're gonna get an all stars dragon, like you started playing the game in the last year or two, and you're gonna get your medium to high coiner. Like this game is so crazy. Oh well, let me finish my thought. If you're a medium to high coiner and you're gonna get one all stars dragon after one all star dragon after one all stars dragon, because there's five of them. Like that's gonna be the bottleneck to level up the talents. You're gonna run out of dragon source fragments. So I'm conserving those so when Amaterasu comes out, or by the time I get Amaterasu, I'll be able to level up its third talent all the way to 60, and then I gotta reset the game of most of my troops are dead, so they're not gonna auto march for my guys. See, it dropped me down to 18 billion power. I don't know. This bug happens where it kills, all my upper level mounted for some reason. All of a sudden, I don't know what the causes that. Sometimes it will happen multiple times in an hour, and then sometimes it won't happen for like 12 hours. It's kind of bad because my alliance is relying on my troops, and then just my troops can't do anything until I restart the game if I'm not looking at the game. So it's kind of a pain because I'm over 20 billion power. You guys just saw it said I was 18.9 billion. So it killed one of my entire marches. It was asking me if I wanted to march with less troops than I had in the preset. So let's see if they start marching now. All right, they're all joined now. So let me go back to yeah, so you're gonna run low on the dragon source fragments. If you're getting one dragon after another after another, and then while I was training, I thought of something I wanted to mention, but can't think of it right now. It is what it is. It is what it is. But when I do get Amaterasu 1, I think it's the coolest looking dragon. Colton looks GG. I mean, that new Gordon Minerich, he's going to look real good. But Noodle Dragon, some people call this Noodle Dragon, and they call this one Tree Boy. But yeah, I think Amaterasu he looks good. His favorite food is probably tiramisu. I heard that too. That's the word on the street. Amaterasu likes some tiramisu. Anyways, is his special buff even that great? I mean, it is another 40% ground troop attack. If you're going to turn on all your buffs, all your dragon buffs for battlefields, that's 40% ground troop attack there, 152%. This is defense and hit points, right? And then, it takes a long goddamn time to get to 20. That's for the for the big pointers. Oh, I was gonna talk about big pointers. But like there's some stuff in this game that's for like huge mega whales. But okay, so let me speak up about this game. In any other game where you have a player like me, I've spent something around 70 or 80 G's in like a year and a half. In any other video game, that would be considered a whale. In this game, though, like I mentioned a previous video, I consider myself like a 300-pound tuna. In this game, you got like 15-ton whales. Like if you told anyone outside of the Evony community that has no awareness whatsoever of the game that you spent, two grand, 3 grand, any numbers, in the thousands, they might make that remark to you. Oh, like you're a whale. Just immediately make a rude comment like, yeah, they got you with their mark so they spend money. In this game, no, you gotta spend like in order to earn whale status in Ebony, you gotta be at like 200 G's. So it's gonna take me. I've cut down my spending significantly. So like the way I was first spending when I started playing the game was I did a $99 purchase. I utilized every single coupon I ever got for a $99 purchase. So every 12-day event, you get a total of like 22, 23 coupons. So I was doing every single cake. I did every single cake for 6 months straight. And then you get 5 coupons in the 3 days in between. It's usually 3 days in between. I was doing 500 on those events as well. I did that for like the first 6 months I played, and now I cut it down to where I just do the salt. I do the salt tuition pool and the cake level 8 for the new auction here if that comes out. If it's an event like this where there actually is a really good purchase kit, the Alliance Carnival, the Revelry Carnival get these boxes for these duty officers. I'm gonna do a little bit more than the stalls switching pool this event. I want to get all 4 of these boxes. Um, but yeah, what I was gonna say is there's some stuff in this game that's really only for like the absolute biggest spenders, like maxing out ideal land ornaments. That's one of them. Wrestling dragons past 15 to 20. That's kind of one of them as well. Like you can get to 15 fairly easy, but getting to 20, that's that's not easy. Like you might be able to get 1 to 20, but this this bad boy goes to 25. I wonder how much dang experience it is for that for that last 22 level. I can't imagine. Like it just skyrockets up. First off, all the All Stars dragons cost way more than the previous dragons. And the regular, like they're not all the same to level up. Like the All Stars dragons cost more than Wonder 1 and Wonder 2, and then Wonder 1 and Wonder 2 cost more than all the regular dragons in the caster. But like Colchin Dragon to go to 17 is 228 million. Do I have one at 15? My Thieves should be 15. Only 135 million to go to 16. So the difference between Thieves and Colchin, one level higher, though, to go to 16 to 17 versus 15 to 16, 90 million experience difference. Like that Gorinarich, the Uber Range Troop Dragon go to 24 to 25. I bet it's over. It's got to be over a billion. It's got to be over a billion experience. Like that's so many dragon coins. Because one dragon coin gives you what 2.1 million divided by 15. Not a lot. It's not a lot. And dragon coins are kind of pricey to get. They're kind of pricey to get, like because in the level 5 optional chest you can either get the dragon coins or the Blazon chest, right? I wonder how many dang Blazons you could select instead if you're contemplating leveling up, a dragon anywhere close to 20. That's for super mega coiners. Doing I would say leveling up the coronation fountain much past 10. That's for mega coiners. The amount of sacrificial coins you need increases drastically, and the amount of buffs that you get per level past 10 decreases dramatically. So that's probably for super mega coiners. But you know what else is for super mega coiners? Champions past a certain level. So a lot of people that spend, around what I spend, like maybe they spend like basically now I'm spending like a couple grand a month. Where I'm spending like 1100 plus 550, so about almost 2 grand a month, right? Um, and I'm trying to make a video on getting that red Wi-Fi. Let me check out my internet connection is good. I don't have a browser or anything else coming up. Hold on a second, guys. Every single time I get red Wi-Fi like that, it never goes away. I need to restart my game entirely. I don't know why it does that. Oh, you know what? I can let's see. Let's see here. I can shut off my VPN. It might be my VPN. Let me shut that bad boy off. All right, let's go back to it. And I want to talk about the champions. I think leveling them up anything past like 22 is also for like super mega coiners. I mean they come out with them often enough to get enough ruby necklaces to get the new champion to 20 by the time they come out with a new champion. It takes a significant amount. But yeah, the cost just goes incredibly high. So let's see. 17 to 18 is 4.4 million. Let's go to my highest level one. It's like 22 or 23. 23. So 4.4 million to go from 17 to 18. 23 to 24 is twice as much. 8.8 million. Ruby necklaces are 12.5k. Curious how many ruby necklaces is that? Like it's less than 10,000. It's less than 10,000, but it's a lot. It'd be like 7,000 or some shit. Let's see, 8 divided by 12, 5. Oh, or I was off by an order of magnitude. 704 ruby necklaces. 704 ruby necklaces go from 23 to 24. It's just one level. So how many do you get for level 5 optional chest? So it's 24? 24. So for double down, you get to 48. 48. So how many packs is that? Like 15 packs? Yeah, almost 15 packs. So 15 packs, doing all ruby necklaces, and you can get one level on a champion around that level. But then it's just gonna get even worse. It's gonna get even worse after that. Do I have a champion at 22? That I can show and have a estimate what it increases by one level. I think I have one at 21. Yeah. What's this one to go up? That's 7.2, and this one was 8.8. Yeah. So that's 1.6. So approximately 800,000. 800,000 additional per level. So that's like 60 ruby necklaces additional per level, something like that. 64 additional ruby necklaces. So what we say? It was 700. Go from 23 to 24. So it's going to be 764, 24 to 25, 820 ruby necklaces. It's basically 10% more. Anyways, I think the only I've talked multiple times about which ones or how much I spent, how much I spend. Um, I'm only at that spending level. Like that's still like you talk to anyone outside the Evony universe, like that's a ridiculous amount to ever spend in total on a video game. But to do it recurringly every month, like more than I spend on anything else. Like it's craziness. It's absolute ridiculousness. But some people have more money than you know. People are willing to spend a significant amount of their disposable income on entertainment, and that's what it is. People are willing to do that, especially single people. Especially single people. But yeah, so for my spending level, the point I want to make, the only one of these that I'm gonna try to level past 22 is Ariadne. I'm gonna level Ariadne up to 24. So with my daily free stuff, over time I want to get her to 24 eventually. I'm gonna get the newest one up to I want to take this one to 19. I think it is just easier to level up. I want to get to level 19. But like look how much better Ariadne is than Demeter. So to go from the 5th to 6th ascension of the enemy siege machine hit point debuff, you get 15% enemy siege machine hit point debuff from the 5th to 6th tier. What does Ariadne get? What does Ariadne get for the 5th to 6th tier? 17%, or the 17% enemy range troop and hit points debuff. 17% enemy range troop and siege machine defense debuff. Like, it's more than twice as good. It's more than twice as good as the meter. Like leveling the meter up past 20. And in-city, as far as defenses, in-city ground troop attack is going to help you with the most common thing you're ever going to get hit with, which is range troops, right? The majority of everybody, probably the whole time they ever play this game. So yeah, this is Ariadne's going to be the first or possibly last that I ever try to level up past like 22. Because a lot of guys at my spending level, when they came out with the increased possible level for champions, they probably had a majority of their champions to level 20, except for a couple of them where like that level 20 or level 19 skill wasn't that great. Like I have a few champions where just their rank 20 just wasn't even that good, so I just like saved up my ruby necklaces because I knew it was going to be a short period of time before the next large event. Like Marsha, I just stopped at 18 because what's 19 and 20? Yeah, training speed at 20 completely useless when attacking enemy mounted troop attack. Like it can't just be like global enemy mounted troop attack debuff. It has to be when attacking. Pretty useless, so I just stopped at 18 there. Anyways, guys, I made this video a little longer than I should have. I just we need more everyday content, you know. Someone out there, a few people out there that just suck it up everyone because as soon as I post one and it gets done processing, I'll hit the refresh. It's already got to do within 5 minutes. There's always like 10 views within 5 minutes. There's people out there fiending for more every content. At least a handful of them, anyway. I got proof. All right, guys. Thanks for sticking around. If you watch this whole video, I know I get a little slow at times, but that is a wrap.